What if I told you that most of what we're taught about building muscle is flat out wrong? That you could actually spend less time in the gym and get more results? It sounds like a gimmick, but the legendary six-time Mr. Olympia, Dorian Yates, built his career on it. He didn't just win, he completely changed the game with a brutal, no-nonsense approach that ushered in the era of the mass monsters. His physique was so dense and grainy, it looked like it was chiseled from stone, and he built this empire not with marathon sessions, but with a philosophy that was as simple as it was savage. This is Blood and Guts, and today, we're breaking down the exact blueprint to his iconic routine. So forget what you think you know. The real work is about to begin. Before we get into the exercises, you have to understand the mind behind the method. Dorian Yates was not a fan of the high-volume, more is always better training that dominated the 90s. He was a thinker, a scientist in his own gritty laboratory, the famous Temple Gym. He followed a philosophy called high-intensity training, or HIIT, pioneered by guys like Mentzer. The core idea is brilliantly simple. The goal of your workout is to stimulate muscle growth, not to obliterate the muscle for hours on end. Think of it like this. To turn on a light, you just have to flick the switch once. You don't need to stand there flipping it on and off for an hour. Yates believed that once you've triggered the growth response with one all-out to the wall set, anything more is not just a waste of time. It's actually holding you back. Extra sets just dig a deeper hole for your body to recover from, draining your nervous system and killing the intensity you can bring to your next workout. And the proof? 6 straight Mr. Olympia trophies. Dorian hit each muscle group just once a week, often with fewer total working sets in a workout than many people do for their first exercise. The magic wasn't the volume, it was the insane, soul-crushing intensity he poured into that one working set and the massive amount of recovery he gave his body afterward. Because the growth doesn't happen in the gym, it happens when you rest. Now let's hear the opinion of one of the best bodybuilding coaches in the world, Hani Rambod.
هادی الان حرف هادی رو زدی. هادی اتفاقا برعکسه. ایشون میتونه بره 4 ساعت بره ورزش بکنه. من اومدم گفتم بری 90 دقیقه ورزش بکن. برای اینکه توی باشگاه نمیتونی 4 5 ساعت بری ورزش بکنی، فکر بکنی بتونی یه دونه بدنت بهتر میشه. بایستی فکرشو بکنی که اونجایی که میخوای رشد بکنی بیرون باشگاه است. داره غذا میخوری، خونه هستی، داره میخوابی،
تو باشگاه خراب میکنی فقط.
آره داره مایچا رو داره خراب میکنی که بدن دوباره بدنت بسازه. فقط وقت نشته باشی بسازه یا غذا نخوری یا استراحت درست حسابی نکنی، بدنت بر نمیگرده.
The Blood and Guts program is built around a 4-day split, engineered for maximum recovery, so you can be at peak performance every time you train. The structure is strategic. Notice how smart the rest days are placed. This split is the very foundation the Blood and Guts castle was built on. Day 1, shoulders and triceps, workout breakdown. Day 1 sets the tone for the entire week. It's all about building those cannonball delts and heavy hanging triceps. Now remember the rule for every exercise. 1 or 2 light warm-up sets, just to get the blood flowing, but never going to failure. Then you have just 1 working set, taken to absolute muscular failure and maybe even a little beyond. First up for shoulders, Smith machine overhead press. The machine gives you stability, so you can focus on one thing and one thing only, pressing with maximum force. Your 1 working set is for 8 to 10 reps. Next, you'll grab some dumbbells for seated lateral raises to carve out that shoulder width. No swinging here, control the weight. 1 working set, 8 to 10 reps. To really zero in on the side delt, you'll move to 1-arm cable lateral raises. The constant tension from the cable is what makes this so effective. 1 working set of 8 to 10 reps. For traps, Dorian kept it classic with heavy dumbbell shrugs. The goal is a powerful squeeze at the top. Your working set here is for a slightly higher 10 to 12 reps. Now, for triceps, starting with cable press downs. Dorian liked using a straight bar and focused on a brutal squeeze at the bottom of the movement. It's 1 all-out working set of 10 to 12 reps. From there, it's on to easy bar skull crushes. This is an incredible exercise for building the long head of the triceps, which is the biggest part of the muscle. Control the negative and aim for 1 working set of 8 to 10 reps. Finally, you'll finish the day with 1-arm reverse grip press downs. This hits the tricep from a totally different angle and gives you a killer finishing pump. Push through one last working set of 10 to 12 reps, and that's a wrap. Day 2, back and rear delts workout breakdown. Dorian Yates is famous for having one of the best, if not the best, backs in bodybuilding history. This workout is exactly how he built it. He would actually start his back day with dumbbell pullovers. While many people think of it as a chest exercise, Dorian used it to stretch his lats and expand his rib cage. It's the perfect way to prime the back for what's coming. One working set, 8 to 10 reps. Next up, the V-bar pull down. The focus here is on driving your elbows down and back, squeezing your lats so hard they feel like they're cramping. One working set, 8 to 10 reps. For that legendary back thickness, nothing beats rows. Dorian often used barbell rows, creating his famous Yates row, where the torso is at a slightly more upright angle. Whether with a barbell or a hammer strength machine, it was one brutal working set of 8 to 10 reps. After that, it's seated cable rows, usually with a wide, overhand grip to hammer the upper back. Again, the focus is on a hard squeeze, pulling the elbows high and back. One working set, 8 to 10 reps. To wrap up, you'll specifically target the rear delts with a machine fly. This is a small but crucial muscle for that 3D look, and it's one most people neglect. One working set to failure for 8 to 10 reps. Day 4, chest and biceps workout breakdown. After a full day of rest and recovery, you're back in the gym to attack chest and biceps. You'll notice the rep range drops a little here, signaling a shift to pure, heavy, powerful pressing. The chest workout kicks off with the decline barbell, bench press. Dorian actually preferred angled presses to the flat bench, feeling they gave him better pec stimulation. Your one working set is for a heavy 6 to 8 reps. Next, you'll move to the incline dumbbell bench press to build that upper chest shelf. The dumbbells allow for a deeper stretch and a more natural movement. One working set, again for just 6 to 8 reps. To finish chest, you'll do dumbbell flies, either flat or on a slight incline. This isn't about moving heavy weight. It's about getting a deep stretch at the bottom and a hard contraction at the top to flush the pecs with blood. One working set of 6 to 8 reps. Now for biceps, starting with the undisputed king of mass builders, the EZ bar curl. Go heavy, but keep your form strict. Don't turn it into a back exercise. One working set of 6 to 8 reps. To finish off the arms, you'll isolate the bicep peak with either dumbbell preacher curls or concentration curls. The whole point here is to remove all momentum and focus entirely on squeezing that muscle. One final intense working set of 8 to 10 reps. Day 6, leg day annihilation. This is the day that separates the dedicated from the pretenders. The session kicks off with leg extensions. This isn't just a warm-up, it's a pre-exhaust movement. The goal is to pump the quads full of blood and tire them before you even get to the heavy compound lifts. One working set of 10 to 12 reps. Now, with your quads already on fire, you move to the leg press. Because they're pre-exhausted, you can push them to a deeper level of failure without the same injury risk as a super heavy squat. Go all out for one working set of 10 to 12 reps. Next up is the hack squat. This movement is a pure quad builder. Keep your back glued to the pad and go for one working set of 8 to 10 reps. With your quads completely toasted, it's time for hamstrings, starting with the leg curl. Focus on a powerful contraction, bringing your heels all the way to your glutes. One working set of 8 to 10 reps. After that, it's the stiff-legged deadlift. This is a pure hip hinge that hammers the entire back of your body, especially the hamstrings and glutes. Keep a slight bend in your knees and feel that deep stretch. One working set of 10 reps. Finally, we hit calves from both angles. First, standing calf raises for the big gastrocnemius muscle. One working set of 10 to 12 reps. Then, seated calf raises for the soleus muscle underneath, again for one working set of 10 to 12 reps. And there you have it, the exact blueprint to Dorian Yates' blood and guts training. It's not about flashy moves or living in the gym. It's about calculated, brutal, and beautiful efficiency. If this breakdown gave you a new way to think about your own training, hit that like button for us. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. The blood and guts routine is more than just a list of exercises. It's a mindset. It's about having the guts to push yourself to a place of discomfort that most people aren't willing to visit. Thanks for watching.